Hey, I'm Brandon with RevZilla, and today on Ride Test, we're checking out the Alpinestars Oscar Monty V2 boots. Let's go. So, the Alpinestars Oscar Monty V2 boots, that's what we're checking out today. I'm on the bike. There's not a whole lot to say about them, but anytime I get excited about gear, I want to hop on the bike, and I enjoy chatting with you guys and gals out there who might be watching. And if it helps anyone out make a decision on something they might be looking at, then great, that's awesome. The Oscar Monty V2 boots. So, I'm familiar with the originals. I had a pair. I know actually Zach Quartz, Mr. Zach Quartz from Daily Rider, CTXP. I'm sure most of you know that gentleman there. He's such a goofball. He also has the Oscar Monties. He had the original pair, and they have definitely seen some abuse. I think he's ready for a new pair. The soles on his are pretty worn out, but he was a big fan. I'm a fan of these. I know a lot of riders are, and the second iteration, they really didn't change much at all compared to the originals. So if you like the originals, I have no doubts whatsoever with you enjoying the second iteration of these boots, because they really didn't change much, and I'm not mad about that. So bovine leather that they're using with these particular boots, and they're incredibly comfortable. I know I say that a lot about the boots and the more casual wear, but it's the truth. These things I could wear all day long, and I have no problem walking around town, running errands, things like that. But the sole itself, it's such a nice stable platform. I've still got that flexibility when I'm walking, but I've got a nice stable platform when I'm on the bike, and nothing feels like it's slipping or anything like that. I will say I have far more aggressive, foot pegs on here. If you look right there where my boot's knocking, those are not the OEM foot pegs. Right back there, the Triumph pegs, you can see have that big rubber pad on them. And my current foot pegs are definitely a bit more sporty and a bit more aggressively designed. So if you don't have a stable platform or like a solid foundation for your feet, you feel it on those pegs, because they are not forgiving whatsoever. But I think that's the major benefit with these casual style boots. You're getting double duty out of them. You can wear them for pretty much all occasions in everyday life, right? They're a little bit stylistic. Like, you could wear some khakis with these if you wanted to. If you got something a little bit more formal, I think you can get away with it with these particular boots. And no one's going to be the wiser that, you've got some bits and pieces of moto-specific protection incorporated here either, which is great, but they're also casual enough that you can wear them with a pair of jeans. I don't know. I'm a big fan of boots. I have a lot of boots, and I've really enjoyed the Alpinestars, the Oscar Monties. But the protection, yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. A little bit of reinforcement at the toe as well as the heel, definitely something I'm always looking for. And it doesn't feel overly aggressive or anything like that. Still feels like a very casual boot that you could wear all day long, easy peasy. But you've got crush protection. The sole is very, very stout. So if you're to tip over on the bike and the bike's going to fall on your foot, well, that sole should help protect your ankle and your ankle bone. You've got the ankle pucks in there, the medial and the lateral side. So good amount of protection for these boots, especially considering how much on the casual side of the spectrum they are. They're certainly going to be better than a boot of this style that is non-moto, because you've got those ankle bone protection, which will certainly make a difference. And you definitely have that additional reinforcement at the sole for that crush protection as well if you have a tip over. So nice to have that incorporated. The other thing I really like about these boots is that medial zipper. Some people hate that, some people love it. To each their own. I've certainly known and discovered that there is certainly no way to please everyone in the moto world, that is for sure. No matter what you do, if you make something more convenient for someone, like a medial zipper, someone's gonna be like, I hate medial zippers, I wish that zipper wasn't there. And then other people will be like, oh my gosh, it's so convenient because I can just tie my shoes and get them comfortable, and then I just have the zipper to get in and out of the boots, easy peasy. So let's talk a little bit about the overall fit, shall we? Most of my boots are size 11. Sometimes I'll hop down to a 10.5 depending on the brand and how it's actually fitting, of course, but I'm usually a size 11. I'm wearing a size 11 now, no problems whatsoever. I do have a little bit of comfort room, I will note. If you have wider feet, I think you're going to be perfectly fine in these boots. They certainly have some room there in the toe area for me. And if you're not sure on what size to get, if you're kind of in between and maybe you're new to the whole moto boot world and you don't have a lot of brands to compare and contrast to, that's okay. What I would recommend doing is getting 2 pair. Grab 2. Grab one in the size that you typically fit, and maybe one below that if you're worried they're going to be a little bit too generous, and just go with which one fits best. Send the other pair back to us. It's a super easy return policy. I've done it. I know plenty of riders that do it, so don't be scared to buy both and shoot one back to us. It's so simple to do, and that'll make sure you've got the right fit. So, and you can do that with all gear, really. But yeah, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you're comparing these to something else, or you know, there's just something I didn't address for you, I'm sure there's plenty I could speak to. We did do a shoot in the studio, so we do have a product review on these, or more of a product overview. But yeah, you can check that out as well if you wish to do so. But don't hesitate to reach out via YouTube or CS Team, whatever you want to do, and we'll certainly do our best to get back to you in a timely manner. Thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. As always, guys and gals, keep it pinned.